I forgot to add my microphone. Let's go. It wouldn't be a proper introduction or a proper show right now if I wasn't doing this, right? Like, you already knew what it was going to be. You already knew what to expect. It's okay, Adrian. It's your boy. I can't wait. This is ADTNTP. All dang, there's nothing to play. Because sometimes there's no games to play, right? You get confused about that. But the thing is, the Sony Showcase proved that differently because there's a lot of games that we want to play and we're looking forward to. And you all right now get a chance to play those games. Now, or later, or sometime in the future. I don't know when it may be, but it may be soon enough. But we're going to find that out together. Welcome to the first episode. Expect some fluffs. Let's backlog. What do you say? Oh, I love this intro. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I love this intro. Some of you haven't seen this before, but I promise you it's good stuff. I don't know if it looks like good stuff right now, but it is. Some heavy breathing. Yeah, it's not that heavy. Okay. Little known fact about Cloud Strife. Cloud loves films. Loves films. Isn't that right, Cloud?
Do you have like a timeline maybe where you can bring back maybe the Destroyer?
Ooh.
For modern day?
You know, I should try to find that old Destroyer
I agree.
story.
Yes.
I have no idea
Yes,
what
please.
it was. I just remember the name. And, all right, I'll look it up.
Hey!
And if it turns out good, I'll dedicate it to you.
To me? For real, Stan? Oh. Thanks, man. I love this song.
For me, I'm different.
Me too. What are you?
I'm grimy.
Same.
Trust me, you'll want to watch this live, not on VOD.
There's a power in the feeling, a power in the sound. It's rising up from the underground. Nobody's working down here on earth. There's something so for all they're worth. And I feel it coming from the east to the west. Yes. And we're doing fine. Oh my God, I'm speaking the entire time. I'm so sorry. Hey, yo, give it a 9.5. What do you say?
9.95.
I swear, it doesn't seem like it, but I did test this earlier. I promise you. Welcome to ADTNTP Season 1, Episode 1. I'm your host, Adrian. This show is all about proving something wrong. And what that is that people want to say things like, there's nothing to play. Ah, dang, there's nothing to play. Truth be told, there is. There's always something to play. It's just a matter if you're out there looking around for it, or if you want to play it yourself. So all you got to do is keep your eyes open, and guess what you'll find? Games to play. And that's what this show is all about. As a reminder for all of you watching, by the way, hello Nowhere Mash, our Jolly Gargarins, the Monster, Mellow Mystical. This will be uploaded later on my YouTube on the original content channel. So if you want to, you can go over there to youtube.com/okperview. And then on that page, you can check out this in all of its entirety. But yeah. Make that a thing. If I say, "Oh, dang, there's nothing to play," you in the chat can reply. You can reply with, "But there is, or there will be, or there soon will be, or there almost is." But that's the gimmick. Also, a reminder: I am raising money for St. Jude, so if you can contribute towards that, that'll be fantastic. More importantly, all of you might have a chance to be featured on Featured Chat like this. You can be immortalized forever on VODs or otherwise. We're going to kick things off with a little news because there was a Sony showcase recently. I don't know how many of you had a chance to watch that. I heard some decent things about it. I had a chance to look at it, and there were a lot of good games. Some exclusive, some not, which Xbox, of course, took a shot at. Nice job for them to do that. And we're not going to focus on all of them, just a few. So let's just start things off. What do you say? Where's the theater operator? Hello, where's our video? Oh, thank you. I didn't pay for this. That's not it. Video games. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff right here.
Hidden one.
Look at that. A Ubisoft original. You know it is Ubisoft, right? It's not Ubisoft. It is Ubisoft.
And been reborn.
People have tried to correct me on this, and they're always wrong. But who needs indie titles when you got this, right? This is indie enough, right? A throwback to the good old days. I want one of those horns so badly. I don't know what they're, what are they called? I feel like there's a name for it. It's not Gjallarhorn, right? Because we know who that belongs to.
You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
Ubisoft knows it's Ubisoft. They've never tried to correct me because they know I'm right. So shout outs to them. Honkin' Horn. I don't think it's called the Honkin' Horn, but you know what? I like your energy regardless, so thank you.
Embrace the fear.
Embrace the fear, y'all.
Find the stillness.
Oh, that looks so dope. Look at all. Yak. Yak. Spin move. Over the top yak. Backwards yak. V-Trigger. Shout outs to Kenny Omega. One love, wherever you are.
The stage is yours,
No, I know what the Gjallarhorn is. That's what the joke was. See, this is why you're not on feature chat.
We will be watching.
Oh man, it looks so good. It's available to pre-order now if you want to do so. Get the digital disc. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's not bad, right? Yeah, you can do a little soft clap for that. I think it's earned a little soft clap. Not too much surprise there. Assassin's Creed looks pretty good. Assassin's Creed Mirage, which comes out October 12th, it seems like. And it is not going to be a PlayStation exclusive, as you may have seen from all that detail right there. And, you know, when I saw this trailer, I kind of little giggled to myself because after playing, well, not even personally play it, but after seeing Assassin's Creed Origin and Assassin's Creed Odyssey and like 40 years of Assassin's Creed Valhalla updates, I couldn't help but remind myself that it's kind of like, it's like Assassin's Creed Syndicate had their Thanos moment, you know, right? Like, where did that all bring you? Where'd those 3 games bring you? Back to me. Yeah, people kind of want the old formula, right? They want the idea of going back to, hey, you know what made Assassin's Creed fun? No, it's just Assassin's Creed and not the Witcher system. But honestly, like, I can take a little bit of both. But that's the good thing, right? Is having flavor, having the ability to play both at the same time. Hopefully it doesn't turn into like an every other year thing like they do with some companies like COD, where it's this every other year and that every other year. But whatever it is, you might like it, right? Also, hello, Chris Slight, welcome. Yeah, pointed out, that makes you an enemy of art and of culture. Make sure you call people out on things like that. But like I said, it wasn't just about that one trailer. That one was good, but let me ask you this. If some of the same is good, then something different is likely to be better? I don't know. Let's find out. Ash said hi. Welcome back for 13 months. Hi. Oh, did we just watch this? All right. Oh. Well, this looks nice and K.
Welcome to the land of Mojo.
Oh, yeah.
Here we find Jot.
Now we're
Plucky
talking.
Squire and his friend, Violet.
Hi, Violet. Shout outs to black people.
Pip.
What up, Pip?
Heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer.
Yo, look at this. It looks so good.
They adventure to the edges of their realm and even
That's hot.
beyond.
That's hot.
There, Jot finds a whole new world to explore.
Shout outs to Jot.
Dangers, surprises, and the
Yo, this is so good.
furnished accommodation. Our heroes must battle humdrum across the 2 realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical
That's a lot of
design.
damage for one hit. Jesus.
Off the page and into adventure.
That right there is super wild. Let's go ahead and rewind this really quickly. Let's pay attention to some things. What do you say?
Even
Let's focus on some things right here in this trailer, if we can do so. All right.
with
First and foremost,
their
if you look right here in this part of the trailer, where you see the Plucky Squire right there, looking ahead all the way up, they're showing you parts of the level before you even get there. So like this part way up there, the next part of the trailer puts you there, and then the house way up there, that's the next part of the trailer.
yacht finds a whole new world to explore with danger.
Also, check out over on that side over there, you can see pieces of, what is that, like chalk? That's cute. This right here, like, this is fantastic because you take this meteor right here, right? And this pip right here, and what they're doing is they're creating splash damage. It's like playing an MMO. Find your markers, dodge the AoE, and then you can see the thing happening. Like, look at that. And the markers show you where it's going to land. This right here is really cool because it reminds me of Little Big Planet. Look at that.
Attractively furnished.
Look how kawaii and cute. Like, look at this. This is a better washer and dryer than I have over here. And I don't like that. But at least I can play a better washer and dryer in a video game. You know what I mean?
Accommodation. Our heroes must battle
Love
across
this.
the two realms.
Love all
if they
this
are to
too.
save
Just
their
watching it back
beloved
one more
land.
again. I can't help but point out to remind yourself of the damage. Look at that HP bar. What do you think they're sitting at? Like what, 60%, 65%, I would say HP?
From his
Yak! Not anymore. Welcome to 33%. That coconut. Look how happy they are over there. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
diabolical design.
This is really cool because you can see the stamp marker right there taking place and then explodes. That's so cool. And then, of course, right here, the dodge and the steps thing. All that, kind of neat. Kind of dope. So, that's... No. I agree. Like, that's exactly the kind of game that I would want to play. And it's right up my alley. Plucky Squire looks outstanding. And I don't know, like the date that you said valuable information, it comes out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC, the Switch, and the release date is 2023 so far. No concrete release day. But nevertheless, Plucky Squire is a game that looks like a constant W, right? And I think that's what we're looking for. It's just a game that looks good. And it's definitely important to point out some of the comparisons you might see to a Paper Mario, to a Link Between Worlds, obviously, and even a little game I played a while back called Hypercharge Unboxed. Just that feeling of a toy setting, being in a room, and all the things that can take place in that room. And game interaction like that is Game of the Year contending. So that game looks pretty sweet. Another game that looks pretty sweet, by the way, on that topic, is that there was a game that was shown off the PlayStation Showcase, which featured two of the creators of Night in the Woods from Infinite Fall, and a new development studio called The Glory Society, and their new game. Check it out. This again? Boo! Thank you. Hi, Naja. Very familiar looking cat, right? Very familiar looking cat. Did they drop their pitchfork? I think they did, like way back that way. Spooky skeleton! Are those people floating in the trees? We have to go back to that. We have to go back to that. Like, that can't just be ignored. There are people floating by the trees. I don't... Oh, there's a skeleton working in the farm fields. Okay. Skeletons are cool, but are like, can they do that? Going to PS5. No. We can't just PlayStation and look over that like it didn't happen. First off, this is really important. This speaks to the language of someone like a Nowhere Mash. the revolt, the uprising. Hoorah! Not quite like the May Days of Ohio, but around the same time, right? The May Days were around 1919, and this game takes place in 1919. So it could be a little uprising that takes place. Could be alluding to that. We'll see. What's going on in the rest of the world, too. But I'm focusing on Ohio because Ohio's centric. Roll it. Right there. What is happening here? There are people floating. And like Cloud. Cloud, do you have any thoughts on this? There are people floating in the trees. Cloud. All right. No thoughts. Head empty. Got it. And yeah, great point, Pyric. They're just pulling out guns and everything. I guess it's all good because when it comes down to it right here, we can find the skeleton. He's out there working on the fields too. There's a skeleton chilling right here too. There's a skeleton out there in the fields, kind of hanging out too. Sorry, Cloud. I didn't mean to touch your hair. It's quite pointy, but yeah. They out there. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? No, I totally agree. Definitely worth the clapping. And look, Revenant Hill is going to be... I think it's going to be dope because Night in the Woods was dope. People are very nice. The team that works on it is very nice. It looks like the kind of game... Because every game is not... I mean, one of the gripes that we had when we were watching the original PlayStation Showcase was the first 15 minutes was a lot of shooty blam blam. In fact, Naja pointed that out too. And not to say you can't have those games because everybody's got to have their games, but not every game has to be shooty blam blam. But when it's not, of course, people troll and say it's boring. There's going to be nothing boring about this game. Like it can't be. Because the thing is, you got to keep in mind, cat games are nothing to be trifled with. If it involves a cat, it's probably going to be good. Night in the Woods, banger. Revenant Hill, banger. Sometimes a cat game can even land you as a Game of the Year contender. And if you haven't played it, you can't speak to it. Just like most games, wondering why is the Game of the Year contender? You got to play it and find out for yourself. And sometimes a cat game can just lead you in a direction where you can't come back from. I mean, not that I haven't played it, obviously, so that's nothing I can't speak to. But hey, you know what? If there's an opportunity to show more cat, we should show more cat because as we've showcased, showing cat can lead you to opportunities. Let's look at more. Oh, for the love of God, can we please fix this? What's this? Remember when you were a cat boy? No. Let's get that off the screen. Let's put that away and let's not look at that anymore. Oh. Kitty cats. How cute are you? You're lost in the big city. Oh my gosh, this poor cat is so cute. How's this poor cat gonna find his way home when it's just a little baby? Chasing his tail. Oh my God, it fell into a box. I just wanna paw at it. I love you. Look at the little butt. What are you doing carrying that salmon? Where'd you even get that? That was you. I'm so sorry. Are they gonna teach the cats to fly? That's exactly what a Shiba would say because Shiba, let's face it, Shibas aren't very bright. Right? I would do anything for this cat, Ash. I would do anything for this cat, no matter what. What is... That's definitely a cat typing on the keyboard. Yeah. Is that the butthole? It can't be. It's too high up. Sorry. And they wouldn't put it in the on-screen graphic. Yeah, please run that back. Once was not enough. Are you kidding me? Like, look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little butt trying to sneak through the wall. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? You can't do that. You goofy little kitty cat. Get out of there. What are you doing? Yeah, so that's pretty good, right? Yeah, we can clap for that. We can clap for that. Little Kitty, Big City looks to be exciting. I don't know if I remember, but I don't recall seeing a release date for it yet. Just, you know, eventually. It's one of those games. I think it's 2024 right now, which is okay because if a game's going to be good, a game's going to be good, and I'm willing to wait time for it. There's just something about being an animal in a video game world, I think, that just makes me happy and helps you appreciate life. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can do it in a game like Planet Zoo. You can do it with Humankind Odyssey. You can do it with Rampage if you want to. Rampage is an opportunity to do that. But they're definitely 100% troublemakers. Yeah. That could be the Shiba or the cat. Both opportunities work. I don't know how many of you know this, but the Dreamcast is my favorite console of all time. It really is. Had a lot of great games in there that I thoroughly enjoyed. And then it looks like they're also bringing back a game that was one of my best gaming experiences of all time. Plus, ACAB. Take a look. We gotta fix this sometime soon, huh? Please? Cool. Now keep in mind, these last two games were not a part of the PlayStation Showcase. That includes Little Kitty Big City was not part of it, and this game was not a part of it either.
Okay, so
Oops.
for all you writers out there coming up,
Yeah.
spread across the 5 boroughs,
Ooh.
this one's for you. There's a new kid around.
This
He is
looks
in
familiar.
your business.
Let's go.
Word says he's lost his head. He might be coming for yours next.
Mmm.
Heard he's going for the crown.
Come on, Cloud. Come on.
The crown. All City King. The streets just got a whole lot more interesting.
I'm guessing, Cloud, you can't dance because
might
Zach
go
Fair
check him
didn't
out
dance.
myself.
So Zach didn't dance, you can't dance, right? Right. Got it.
Now, I don't think he'll be alone for long.
This is not Jet Set
He'll
Radio.
gather up a bunch of like-minded fools in no time.
Oh, just get it,
God,
sis.
The military police don't take him out first.
Boo, military police.
This is War in style.
Look at the dodging. Oh my
The
God.
record, spin.
Yo, oh, that was so sick. I was actually going to point this out. I was going to point that out. You beat me to it. That's what's important. The original composer is involved in this. We're going to watch another one? Yeah, why not? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Not the same devs at all. Louder. Louder. See, Cloud, this is how I know you got problems. How can you not dance to this? You know what I mean? How can you not dance to this? Cloud got problems. Hey, August 18th. That's the release date right there, in case you didn't see that. That was outstanding. Yeah, I absolutely 100% will clap for that. I mean, look. Crot454 put out the important thing. This right here is a love letter to Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio, depending on where you were when it was released, and Jet Set Radio Future. Hell yeah to anti-establishment culture. The developers behind this are not part of the same development team that made the Jet Set games, along the same ideas of what the influences were, like anti-establishment culture, things like Fight Club, and things of that nature, right? But most importantly, it features the same composer from Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio, and Jet Set Future, which is Hideki Naganuma. So one of the reasons we fell in love with the game, at least for me, was listening to the hot tracks the entire time. That bup, ba-dup, bup, 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 ba-da, bup, and that's just dope, right? So the making sure the music is there, I think, is one of the most important components, and they're gonna have that. That's dope. That's really, really dope. So I'm looking forward to that. That's the thing is, aw dang, there's nothing to play, but there will be. And that entire PlayStation showcase and those 2 games I just put up there to follow that up, Little Kitty Big City and Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, those are games you can look forward to. But sometimes the blemish of saying there's nothing to play is pointing out there's nothing to play for me right now. What if I told you sometimes there's some games that are almost here? So, aw dang, there's nothing to play, but there almost is. Let's talk about very soon games. And let me show you a very soon game coming up right now. One of these days, this entire thing will be ready. One of these days. Okay. Wonder if it'll have multiplayer is a good question. For the Cyberpunk game, for sure.
Welcome to Aliens Dark Descent.
All right.
A strategic, real-time, squad-based tactical action game
Okay.
set in the furthest reaches of the Alien universe.
Yeah.
Join us for an extended look at Aliens Dark Descent, where
Ooh.
players will need to make strategic decisions with lasting consequences in real-time skirmishes against terrifying threats.
I like this.
Inspired by the 20th Century Studios sci-fi action films, Aliens Dark Descent drops you into
Wait.
the embrace of
Rewind that back
sci-fi
real
descent.
quick. Y'all see that? Y'all see that little dust storm right there? One of the things I'm not sure if they tell you in this trailer is how important the fog of war is in the game for revealing the map. So you never know when you're going to encounter a xenomorph, but it's up to you to keep your troops healthy and smart and aware of the difficulties and the things that be waiting around every corner. This dust storm doesn't do him any favors.
And drops you into the cold embrace of space, where you'll use your tactical abilities to unravel a horrifying narrative that has yet to be seen within the Alien universe.
Hey, was that what's his name?
Begins
Punisher?
As your ship crash lands on Lethe, a backwater planet infested with xenomorphs. There, you take.
They say backwater planet? Like, I know there are places in the United States people call backwater and places in the world they call backwater. But can you imagine interstellar travel? Your planet's a backwater planet? Like an entire planet that's a backwater planet? Like, that's space capitalism.
Control of Mako Hayes, a Wayland-Yutani administrator, and Jonas Harper, a USCM officer, as they team up to survive
That's
an
definitely not
onslaught
me.
of the deadliest life form mankind has ever seen. In Aliens
They're so
Dark
fast.
Descent, you are the commander, your squad is your weapon.
Wait.
Descent, you are
You know what it is. Tag yourself. I'm the cosplayer way over there. The one decked out like Sam Fisher. Like, I gotta have all the gear. I'm the only one wearing all black. I got on the hood. I got on the special visor up here. Like, that's me. Far right, number 5. That's me. Tag myself. I'm the dude loading shit on the truck. It's
commander,
great.
your squad is your weapon. Through approachable, fast-paced tactical planning, you will strategically manage their squad as a unit. If
Great
the
answer.
xenomorph threat becomes overwhelming, you will have the ability to slow down time at any moment to focus on tactical decisions in the heat
Ooh,
of combat,
look at
while
this.
making the gameplay more manageable and easier for players less familiar with this style of gameplay.
I like it.
Additionally, thanks to the unique squad behavior system we created for Aliens Dark Descent, each Marine in your unit will react intelligently to your deployment orders to carry out actions
Okay.
automatically on the field. Engulf corridors in flames.
Bro, look at all this weather happening right now. The little raindrops, the fire, there's some kind of pulsating thing way over there.
To clear a path, unleash suppress.
Did you see the xenomorphs sprint around the fire? Like, around the fire. No shot.
In flames to clear a
Right here. Look at this.
path.
Look at this. Look at that. You see how quickly they just smoothed around? Like, that was actually kind of wild.
Enemies, or deploy an iconic sentry gun to hold them at bay during a tricky encounter. You will need to do all of this while also
the
making
loader
sure not to run out of valuable resources to sustain your squad.
You gotta have a loader
Descent's
fight.
Real-time features can be challenging, so you'll have to stay sharp and decisive
That's
to turn the tide of
that's
battle
that's
in
all
your
disgusting,
favor.
actually.
Every mission is unique as the game's AI adapts to your unique player behavior.
Oh
and
no
actions.
no adaptation!
Explore
Don't do that.
Extensive, open, and persistent levels where every choice you make will
That's
remain
so cool.
unaltered.
Pack 84, welcome back to OK Preview.
Weld doors or hack terminals to secure your future paths.
I like that.
Place deployable motion trackers to monitor.
Yo, look at the stress levels over there. That's me way over there. That's my stress level, except at all time. So if a Xenomorph arrived, I would just be in the same space I was. Like, nothing's changed.
Monitor your surroundings and unlock new landing areas for your APC to increase chances
Snow?
of your full team survival and make further expeditions easier. During missions, you'll have to battle.
Wait,
to keep
one
your
of them
Marines
joints
alive
was
in
bigger than the
missions.
other. Yeah. One of y'all is much bigger than the other one. Look at the entire, that's a coma? Bro, look at this screen. Marine down, Marine down, Marine down, full stress, closing in, detected, massive onslaught, wounded, coma. I don't know if they're winning.
You'll have to battle to keep your Marines alive.
Yo, did bro just get carried?
Missions, you'll have to battle to
No shot. Look at man's yoked up.
keep your Marines alive.
Homie got
and
yoked
sane.
up.
Managing the health and stress levels of your squad is equally as important as clearing objectives. When a Marine dies, they are gone for good, making all your choices resonate through Aliens Dark Descent's bleak realm.
Oh, same. Not the job for
As a
me
good
either.
leader, analyze the situation and extract your squad from the field when you feel the need to. Then come back to pressing tasks when you're up for the challenge.
I don't like this.
After each mission, you return to your base, the Otago. Your ship works like a hub where all the improvements you
Okay, I
need
like
are
that.
available. Manage and repair
Morale
your ship,
is low.
base,
Hold up.
The Otago.
Hold up.
Your ship works like a hub where all the improvements you need are
I think it's important to take a look at this right now. This looks like some kind of Serenity room, kind of like in Horizon Forbidden West. How the main room with Gaia, as long as you find like the visual points you can get from those little sentry drones, you can make this space beautiful and more all-encompassing, because homie right there is not feeling it. Like they got the Psyduck motion right there happening.
available.
And then this right here. Morale is low. The Marines lost hope facing such a dangerous creature. Hayes has to find a way to bring them up. Like, word? All right. Make a flaming speech. All tired Marines no longer tired. 3 Marines are tired. Or allow the crew rest. Okay.
Manage and repair your ship. Recruit new Marines to replace losses. Heal those who are wounded. And research and develop new tech to improve your gear to help your team survive longer during missions. With 5 classes available, assign critical roles to each of your Marines and create a stronger squad to explore the depths of the facility and take on more
Bro,
difficult objectives.
there's no shot. Like, nobody's making it out of this
Always
game alive.
advised to engage with medics who bring significant healing
Thank you for the
advantages
pity
on
laugh.
field, and gunners who are extremely efficient against hordes of foes. After successfully clearing a mission, make sure to reward your soldiers by promoting them.
Oh, I can promote
Unlocking
people?
new
Oh my
abilities and
god.
attributes which allow you to create even more tactical synergies in your defense against the xenomorph.
So I can promote people and I can do base management?
Aliens Dark Descent features a fully fledged tactical campaign.
I don't even know if I
full of
like
intense moments,
Alien that much,
deep
but now I do.
strategy, and terrifying revelations. As you explore further, you'll uncover a complex story in your attempt to solve the mysteries of Planet Lethe. Gear up and discover the source of this strange and dire threat alongside Mako Hayes and Jonas Harper in Aliens Dark
June
Descent.
20th.
On June 20th, when the game releases on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC.
Love it. Yeah, honestly, I can get down with that. Aliens Dark Descent is part of the category that I call, "Aw, dang, there's nothing to play," but there almost is. And there almost is right there with that. That looked really good. And anything that keeps me from playing Alien Isolation makes me very happy because I don't want to play that game ever. Not even ever again. I just don't want to play it ever. So if you can keep pushing out games like this that are base building and XCOM light, I'm probably going to play that. Now, on that subject of video games that are coming out very soon, y'all like branching narratives? For example, are you tired of looking up guides on how to take your branching narrative in one direction? What if the guide was like, I don't know, in front of you instead? New game, new idea, new things. Check it out. Okay.
In our newest narrative adventure, the fate of humanity is yours to decide.
Beautiful.
You play as Polly.
Hi, Polly.
A young woman returning home to look for her missing mother. She soon discovers she has the gift of clairvoyance that connects her to a
I know what that
vibrant
means.
new world, Reverie, where she becomes Harmony.
It's gorgeous.
With the help of 6 ancient beings known as aspirations.
Yo, that's
she'll
me
decide the
eating ramen.
destiny of her
Yes.
community. You will need to make critical choices that might affect the balance between both worlds. Using the augural, a representation of Polly's decisions and outcomes throughout time.
It's
Okay.
not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
Is that a Slurpee?
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Actually, you're harmless for us over here.
Actually.
Here, you will get to move from scene to scene.
Branching
See into
narratives.
the future, and open new paths.
Polly looks
While
shook.
some nodes might be hidden, evolving in the narrative will enable you to partially reveal what the future brings. You won't be alone in your quest, as Polly makes allies both in her world and in Reverie. Aspirations thrive on the crystals that Polly collects from making decisions. Use them wisely to climb step by step
I like it.
towards the future you want. One aspiration will ultimately become the new heart of humanity. Which one will you favor? Polly holds the fate of both worlds in her hands.
I like it.
Will you plan for the future, or will you follow your instincts?
Okay, I like that. Let's go back to the most important thing, which is right there, release dates. Look like we're looking at June 8th for Steam and Switch, June 22nd for the next gen or current gen consoles. Not bad, right? That's looking pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can get down with that. Look, Harmony Fall of Reverie looks pretty decent. I mean, I think games like this are good. Little short animated narrative experiences I think are really good for the soul. It's something that breaks up the monotony of just seeing, I don't know, point and click games, farming games, base building games. This is the kind of good stuff that I enjoy playing. This is my kind of game. Slurm, welcome back as well. I want this game, which is why I have it on this list as, oh dang, there's nothing to play, but there almost is, and that's one of the almost ises. And it also reminds me of a little game called Forgotten End, which I played on stream about 5 years ago. Similar art style, and I loved Forgotten End. I loved it for all things it was. And that's why the motto of the show is let's backlog, because that's what I'm talking about. Let's just add it to the backlog. And that game right there surely is going to be in the backlog for better or for worse. Take from that what you will. Now, with that being said, I do want to make sure all of you understand one very important thing, and that is the important to take breaks. I'm going to take my first break right here, the only break of the show. Be back. We're halfway point through the show. Way over time right now, which is pretty good because this is about what I expected. This is called ADTNTP, aka, aw dang, there's nothing to play, but there is, or there soon will be, or there could be. Depending on what it is, I encourage you all to take a break as well, and we'll be right back with more ADTNTP. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone watching, you are tuned in to ADTNTP. What does that stand for? Aw dang, there's nothing to play. because there's always something to play. And this show's aim, thank you, please. This show's aim is to show you all the games available to play, or that will be available to play, or almost available to play. I want to remind all of you right now that your comments, as you post them, may be featured on Feature Chat. So you might be popped up here and forever, and I mean forever, immortalized for everyone to see in the history of this stream and on the VoDs. And speaking of the VoD, in case you can't catch this show or you want to watch it again later on, you can do so at youtube.com/OKPerView, where all my original content will be, featuring my other shows on there. And also, we're doing this thing for St. Jude as well. So we're raising money for the kids of St. Jude until the end of May. A goal is 15,000. As you might see, we're at 2,100. It might seem lofty, but I think I can do 13,000 in 4 days, 5 days. I really do. Anything can happen. But that's what I need from all of you. Again, welcome to the show. If you're enjoying it, you can go ahead and clap. Just let me know you're enjoying the show for sure. Now, this is the part of the game where, oh dang, there's nothing to play, but there will be, or there almost is. This is the cool part of the show, because oh dang, there's nothing to play, but there is. Now I'm going to talk about games that are currently available for you to play if you need a game to play right now because you're tired of playing the same stuff. Don't worry, I got you covered. We're going to take a special look at a game that I played on stream that I think you should play. Check it out. Okay. Don't worry, LaShoy. We're just making sure the button works. All right. Stealth. This map is gorgeous, man. Wait. Now, I didn't say anything because whenever I do this feature segment, I want to let the game speak for itself. A lot of times you show a game off and you show its trailer or you start talking about it, you don't get time to really soak in what the game is, and it might turn you off for it. This map is I want to take a deep dive right now into Hitman 3, which, glorious game. Like, glorious. Cloud, wouldn't you agree? All right, cool. Hitman 3 is a glorious game. Hello, Sabera. And I think it's important to acknowledge its greatness. You're still here. Look at this karaoke bar. This little miniature area of the game. This is just in one of the maps too, and look how beautiful this looks. This is a streamer setup. You're in your own karaoke place, huh? Look at this. I could probably drop that down on top of somebody. I don't want to kill you though. I just love how different the atmosphere looks. That is a dope karaoke bar. Also, this kind of style of gameplay reminds me of Kane and Lynch. We don't get those kind of games any longer, or Max Payne, right? This right here too is cool because it shows you all the different ways you can interact with things. Like an iron. You can just pick up an iron. And what do you think you can do with that iron? You can just grab it like this and yoke it at somebody. You need this? But it's not a laundromat. It's an appropriate place for it. You can turn off the fuse box right there. There's just a bunch of interactables you can do. You can also iron your clothes if you want to. Yes. But there's just so much to do in this game. Here's an example of a mission debrief. Actually, the debrief for this mission right here. Let's check it out.
A dual authentication protocol ensures that any handling of data must be directly authorized by Hush and Royce. The proverbial human factor device to make the system impenetrable. Luckily, I found a loophole. If both overseers should unexpectedly die within a short space of time, the system reverts to
that's right.
safe protocol, which I can bypass. Take them off the board, and you'll have free access to the data core. And I'll handle the rest.
Wouldn't that be a shame?
And you're sure it'll work?
Look, I know Hush. If I'm wrong, we won't live long enough to regret it.
Badass.
All right. I will leave you to prepare.
A debrief, nice and simple. Doesn't need too much story, but there is a story in Hitman, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the gameplay.
challenges.
I love this part of the
Good.
gameplay the most, and this is what I think really adds to what makes Hitman wonderful. So right now, if you're looking for a game to play, understand that Hitman is not just a game where you go off and you see a target and you just shoot them. That's not the game. The game is the way that you sneak into the environment if you want to sneak. The game is a matter of how you want to take a part of everything. But more importantly, there are these assassination challenges you can do where there are different ways to take out the person who is the target. Like right here, this one's called Venting Some Stress, Redacted, because I won't tell you how to do it, but it involves ventilation some way. The one about the accident can do any person, you can do it that way. Stick it to the man right there is one.
Stick it to the man, Redacted.
That's what I just said.
Venting Some Stress, Redacted.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Deprivation.
Eliminate Hush when he's using his deprivation chamber. Oh my.
How cool is that?
I bet Meesmo has.
That means
Mnemonic. Overload Hush's brain. Big Bada Boom. What a great name for a challenge. Eliminate Morgan Royce execution. Ah, the old water cooler trick.
But this,
drowning her in the core's coolant.
This is what makes the game special. Are finding different ways to beat the mission with the different assassination types. So, to get you to play Hitman 3, if you're watching this right now and you need something to play, I'm going to break down a mission on this level in the way that I played it and what makes it dope along the way.
Find what?
So the first part of it right here are these two dudes on the outside and just listening to them talk.
Guard patrols, especially on the roof. Yeah, what are you looking for, dog?
So that's important. So I want to get up on the roof, right? Or do something. The important thing is just throw a newspaper at them. And the reason I do that is because I need their outfit.
Your costume?
Just like that. I take their costume and I put them in this dumpster.
You take your costume?
Now I'm a street guard. Now I'm on the roof.
Oh my god, is that a sniper?
And keep in mind, being on the roof means that I have my street guard costume, which gives me access to this roof. Like I said, this is just one method of taking care of this mission.
Sniper rifle? It is! Who are you and why do you have a sniper blicky?
Good question.
Yeah. I guess I can cover his shift. Will do. Hey, rifle. Up for another 4 hours with me in the rain? Yeah. Thought not.
Just small moments like that. And then, I don't know if you saw that right there. It's very tempting whenever you see one of these. But bricks. Just chucking bricks. Just grabbing a big old brick and you yak. The reason why he's nonchalant about me being up on the roof with him is because I'm wearing the street guard costume. I'm a street guard. That's our uniform. So he's like, oh, it's just one of my bros right there. No biggie.
Oh, don't worry. I think the rifle and you are about to have a long vacation.
Nice one, Adrian. That was pretty funny. From downtown. That was a crowbar to the head, by the way. In case you missed it. A crowbar to the yak from downtown. So now I have this sniper rifle.
I'm finna clap this dude up.
And check it out.
Oh my god.
There's one of the targets right there. Just like that in the building.
Oh, I'm finna clap this dude up.
Deliberately trying to mess with me. Get me off
You
balance
liar.
to screw up my
You
presentation.
liar.
Now right there, I'm aiming at a gas tank that I put up there. Of course, as one does. But I found a way to put it up there. Or no, that was one that was already there, I think. Doesn't matter. It's there. You can see it. It's right there.
Exactly.
No, you're the one who screwed up, Royce. We had a truce. You promised.
Now, unfortunately, I did miss my first shot. Which is dope because watch their reaction. like just hear a gunshot from that very direction. But if you look at your boy Adrian, I'm in gamer mode. So miss once, maybe. Miss twice?
Both targets in one go. You are good. My turn. Just give me a second, and I'm in. You can now access the core 47.
Whatever.
And I got all those achievements right there too. Objective completed, unnoticed kill. Love all that. Explosion kill, accident kill, target eliminated, and I killed 2 with 1 shot, which I think was one of the objectives.
The core 47.
But the assassination isn't even the best part of all this. The best part is, like, look out there. Look at all that cityscape, right? And the place that I shot them at, you can actually reach that location. That's not like an invisible wall area that you can't just pass into. You can be on that exact catwalk. You can pass the 2 buildings that are combining them, right? But check this out.
Whatever.
Okay. Camera destroyed. Now go in here. What? Oh. Jesus, that quickly? Yo, this place is huge. Right?
How many games is this game?
There's an entire underground area beneath the game. This isn't like a persistent level kind of thing, like going forth in the level. This is one of the locations that you have an assassination target or targets, and it has a surface level and a subsurface level area. That's gameplay. And check this out.
For all the work I did before. Good thing I scouted this elevator ahead of time. Remember that?
Okay, empty elevator shaft. I just did the underground work.
Off.
That's pretty cool,
Radio.
Right? I shimmy up the elevator shaft. I hack this vent, which you can do. One hacks vents all the time, right? And then look at this.
Did I actually just video game? I think I might have video gamed this successfully.
That's the cool part. It leads back to the surface through a different area. And that is Hitman. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to point all that out and showcase all of that just because of the sheer fact that, like, Hitman 3 it's a special game. And I'm not saying that you have to play it. It's just that if you're going to say no to playing it, I want you to understand that there's some gameplay out there that might be beneficial to you that you may enjoy. It's a diverse stage. And Monster, I see you. One moment. It's the entire World of Assassination trilogy. So it's Hitman 3, but along the same lines, you can play Hitman 2 and Hitman 1 as well. And you can buy the trilogy and play all 3 and get all 3 locations in one game, essentially, for one cohesive storyline. And it's so good because the game actually has, like, one of the tallest buildings in the world that actually exists. So that right there is a sample of the, well, in the game, it's called the Burj Al Ghazali, but it's based on the tallest building in the world, in Asia, in UAE, in Dubai, which is the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. And the thing is, I don't know how many of you know this, but it's the tallest in the building in the world, and it's only beating the tallest building in Antarctica only by 813 meters, which is, of course, the long duration balloon payload preparation buildings. Which I hope are going to be in Hitman 4. It's only right that you go from what would be the tallest buildings. Ah, my joke's ruined. I didn't have the proper image up. I had an image of them, but they're not here. Hey, it's the first episode, right? You want to know what's better, though, than mess ups? More games. More games you can play right now, like Hitman 3. Take a look. This again. This better be good. Check this out. There's nothing to play? Are you kidding me? There is something to play. The best Fallout game of all time. You need an open world game to play. You need some time to waste. This game has that time to waste in spades. Yak! It is, thank you, Destructoid. It is so incredibly big. I agree. Yes. Oh, I don't debate, Monster. I just say it's the best of all time. If someone says, no, it's not, and here's why, I just plug my ears. I don't gotta listen to all that. The best Fallout game of all time. Mochi, you see all this? Let's just rock us to sleep. The New Republic of California. War never changes. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to clap for that because I don't know if you know, but now you know if you didn't know. That's Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. And it turns out that is free right now on the Epic Game Store. So if you have an Epic account and you have the Epic app, log in right now. Every Thursday, you get a brand new game. This week, the game is Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, which comes with the 4 add-ons: Dead Money, Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, and Lonesome Road. Plus, it includes some unique weapon recipes and other things on there. So it's free. If you don't have it, you can grab it on Epic. Some may argue you can go on GOG and Steam and pay a pretty penny, $9 or $4 for it. And you're right, you could do that to avoid playing on Epic. Or you could just get it on Epic for free and treat yourself with that money you would have spent. Get a Happy Meal or Chipotle Burrito or any sponsor who wants to sponsor this show, and I can just say it's your item instead. The laugh is not for the idea of a sponsorship, it's for the joke. Please don't laugh at the wrong thing. You can also add mods to it as well. Just got to change the directory, but I think certain script-based ones don't work as well. So mods are good, but the vanilla game is good too. Has its faults, but a lot of games do. Indifferent about that. Now for a game that will not be free anytime soon, but it might be 5% off a few months from now on Black Friday. Goat game goat? Goat game goat? GOTY? That thing got smacked. That's me doing chores, by the way. Lonk! Yes! You forget, the show is called Aw Dang There's Nothing to Play, but There Is. Look how massive. I mean, even if you were just playing Breath of the Wild all over again, it's still a very big game. But the thing is, it's not just Breath of the Wild all over again. And even if you never went to the skies, which impossible, it could be the Breath of the Wild map all changed and still be a great game. Did I mention there's stuff falling from the sky as well? LOL. Sorry, dog. Like, look at this. This is so dope. Look at the spinning action. It's like Hyrule Warriors all over again. Sandoria, obviously.
Zelda,
trifling, obviously.
We rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Sorry, Link. I know it's hard out here, brother. I've done that. I've done that. That I have not done, but that's dope. Floating orb you can kind of drop into at the right time. That's so good. And the thing is, they've barely shown any fuse-related stuff. This is very much still a Zelda game. That's... okay, that's fusion.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Love it.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
So the funny thing is, Lorg asked that same question last night, or the night before last. And one thing that Alex and I pointed out is that there are some sections where you have to build, but when you build, it's minute. So far, at least for me and for him, he plays with the entire game, which are areas with the build like a small minecart. So you add like a minecart and a fan, and that's it, you're done. So you build that small thing. But the game has not required me so far to have to build monstrosities to complete things. Just put fan on this, put wheel on that, put fire on shield. You can collect weapons along the way, but you can make stronger weapons by fusing weapons together, which is just saying connect that to that, and that's it. So, simple, you know what I mean? Simple in that respect. But obviously, that's the one, right? Yeah, that's the one. So if you're talking about, oh, dang, nothing to play, there is. There is. There's The Legend of Zelda right there. Tears of the Kingdom. That's what you can do. So check that out. Tears of the Kingdom is the one. Do you still collect the Triforce in these games? The Triforce is always up for grabs because the Triforce is the ultimate power that makes sure that you can, I don't know, destroy everything or save everything depending on your point of view. The thing is, it's popular on Twitch right now and popular everywhere because it's a really good game. It's more than just Breath of the Wild expansion. And this can only mean one thing. It means we're due for a brand new Mario. And definitely not due for a new 3D Metroid ever. You can get a brand new Mario and a brand new Zelda, but we definitely can't get a new 3D Metroid. And that's okay. You know what? Some franchises can just keep going on and on and on. And some games can keep going on and on and on if they're really, really, really good at knowing their audience. What if I told you there's a game that just won't quit? Take a look. No Manx Sky, baby! I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's a game that has no quit in it, it's this, No Man's Sky. This is the add-on Interceptor. This game just keeps getting content. If you have not played it yet, you have to play this game. You get so many free updates and then a few that you can pay for. But the Interceptor update, you can finally take flight in the vehicles that you're so used to being chased by. The Interceptors are the things that chase you when you're doing anything because the galactic sentries of police don't like you doing human stuff. So ACAB carries on. But now you can take their vehicles, you can take their warships and make them your own. That's content. Brand new camps, brand new hubs, brand new monsters, brand new ships. This game, if you just want a game to play, look at those wings in the back. Are you kidding me? You're like Wingnut. You're like Starscream. You're like VR Troopers. I know, Chris. Aw, dang, there's nothing to play. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And by the way, you definitely clap for that. Yeah. That's No Man's Sky, Interceptor, and looks splendid, right? It looks really good. And the reason why it looks really good is because you're getting a lot of video game. And rightfully so. The reason why I like No Man's Sky, and I keep harping about No Man's Sky, is because the game is one of the best things going. And it's one of the best stories going on. A game that refuses to give up and just keeps getting better and better and better and keeps giving you more content and content. I think even one of the years with the Game Awards, it won Best Ongoing Support Game, which I think Final Fantasy XIV won, thankfully, finally. And Destiny won at one point, but that's a different conversation right now. But No Man's Sky definitely does it, because in the world of space games, let's face it, sometimes keeping your promises can be pretty rough. That's definitely a game you can play right now if you like to. So to recap, for games you can play right now, because aw dang, there's nothing to play, you can play Hitman 3, you can play Fallout New Vegas, you can play Tears of the Kingdom, you can play No Man's Sky Interceptor. But what else can you play right now? And why should you play it? And does it have to be in 4K? No. No. You can play video games. I'm going to show you a video game right now in our second special look, in our second special feature of a game. Take a look. Yes, friendo Nintendos, this is our second featured game. This is Chained Echoes. Now, the reason why I was quiet, like I said last time, is because when I'm showing off a featured game, I want to stay quiet for the first 30 seconds and let you just soak in the gameplay and what it has to offer. That one right there is a classic RPG move that you don't see any longer, which is the fake battle setup. You're fighting 3 mobs, they build up the mobs that you're going to fight as those dudes, and then you find out, LOL, that's not the boss, it's the earthworm. The giant landworm, the whatever it is, but it's there. Also, these moves that you have, ultra moves, are so good. Look at this, that's so extra. A giant cooking pot, and then the anime eyes right by the pot. Look at that. Look at the little eyes. Look at the little eyes right there. That's awesome. The ultra moves are so good. This man is playing an entire band by themselves. They are the band. And those upgrades right there are so good. TP regeneration, HP regen, and it can extend it if it already has it gun, is so good. And hey, how about some anime? Did you see the blood splatter right there? Yak! Now, horror bonuses are amazing. Crit rate up for the Ultra is so good. Friendos, this is Chained Echoes, an RPG that you can play right now. So if you're like, you know what, I have no games to play, but you do. Chained Echoes is one of those. The character spotlights right here are really good too. Whenever they first introduce a brand new character, they put a spotlight on them and then give you a wall of text to read about them right there, so you can find out more about them. That's why the game's not always about the looks. People still clasp and grasp and hold on to their precious jewels of Final Fantasy VI, but in the same breath won't play a game like this? But come on now, what are we doing? This game is special. And it's not just one character. Like I said, every brand new character that matters gets their own spotlight intro right here. And the characters themselves are all interesting, as all RPG characters should be. Different personalities, even the ones who aren't important. Like, look at this dialogue right here. Faster, the delivery was scheduled for tonight. Besides, I'm freezing. And then right here, I can't go on, I'm exhausted. Stop whining. Not again. That felt different. That was no ordinary earthquake. Oh, are we an earthquake expert now or what? Like, that's so ridiculously stupid, which is why I screenshot it. If you want to deal with even more quakes, I can give you a slap. Then you have something to analyze for your way home. Now come. Like, and it gets better too. We're a team. Together, no one stands a chance against the band of the Iron Bull. You're right. Luck has been with us for years. As long as I have this lucky charm here. Oops. You dropped it. It's broken. Don't worry about it. Haha. It isn't a bad omen or anything like that. Haha. Can I get some ha-has in the chat? You're telling me there's nothing to play right now? You've lost your mind. There are. And all the dialogue isn't just pure comedy and pure funny and pure hee-hee. There's some deep stuff too. Look at this elderly man right here. Cursed Feast. Screenshot, of course. Is something the matter? Oh, it's you. Thank you, Xbox, by the way. I'm just very disappointed by the view. All of this is so wrong. What do you mean? 6 generations. That's how long this war lasted. Hey, nice haha, by the way. I'm 72 years old, and even my great-grandfather was born during this war. Ugh. This country has known nothing but hate. I read that quickly, didn't it? This country has known nothing but hatred and pain for a very long time. But yet, look how forgetful these people are. They cheer their fellow countrymen's murderers. Tough. If forgiveness is the price for their dream of peace, they seem willing to pay it. Ooh, talk to them. People have paid higher costs for their dreams, is a bar. After all that's happened during the war, forgiveness is not a cheap price to pay, Lynn. Ooh, cook! Forgive the ramblings of an old man. Like that was wonderful. Good dialogue. Mwah. That's just why this is a special feature game. Also, the way each level opens up, not levels in terms of chapters, but new areas you enter, very reminiscent to me of like an old school Final Fantasy 12 or like an old school SNES game. Check this out. This is when you arrive to the Narslin sewers. Look at that. I love when a game pans in and gives you a small view of the area you're headed in with the music and little animations playing the entire time. I love that so F-wording much. I also love, like I said, I love RPG characters that are memorable for the wrong reasons. Not even the main characters, but just people like merchants. Like this merchant right here in the sewers. What are you doing here? People here? What am I doing here? Well, how about I just don't ask any questions and you don't either? Instead, look at my wares. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. This is all my gameplay offline, by the way. That's why I can pinpoint what's happening and where. And, of course, we care about RPGs. It's not just the people that are involved, but it's playing the game, right? Check this out. So you get these different skills that you can learn along the way for each character. So you can kind of build your own character. It's not grabbing materia, or it's not learning a new job class, which you can kind of do. More on that later. But you can pick skills to learn along the way, and then maybe job classes too. And each one has different things that make them special based on the kind of setup you're trying to do, right? That's so dope. That is so good. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Hello, Shark. Everyone, welcome to ADTNTP. Episode 1. But look at this. Passive skills for resistance, stat boosters if you want to. There's just so much you can do for each character depending on how you want to build them. I obviously want to learn wind thrusts, but also when you learn an ability, random stats like that can level up. Not all of them, but some of them that you learn might give you +3 defense and +1 TP. So there's different ways you can go about it. That's how you customize a game. That's how you make it your own. I love this dude because we're just heading out of a Panasonic, right? And they have a move called Poison Shot, which poisons an enemy, and then a follow-up move called Pandemic, which spreads targets poison and toxic to all enemies for 2 turns. That's wonderful. Maybe a little too soon. Then again, I did play Plague Inc. right before COVID was announced. Very true. For those of you who are in stream, you might remember that in 2019 when your boy was playing Plague Inc. and then the next year COVID happened. And I was like, oh boy, whoops. Awkward. Now, check this out. Look what I'm fighting. Do you see what that is? It's a box fly. I'm fighting a box fly. Like, this is so role-playing game. You're telling me there's nothing to play? But there is. There's a box fly. It's ridiculous. I love ridiculous things. I also love quality of life stuff. So check this out. The game doesn't hide stuff for you as items. It shines it. I don't need to walk around and press the A button at every single barrel, every single desk, every single chest. Did I say that already? Every single stove, every single nook and cranny. I love a game that's just like, look, you got a lot to do, right? I'll just shiny everything. And people you haven't spoken to yet that you can speak to will have red dots. Wonderful. Wonderful. This right here is hilarious too and gives you an idea of the game's sense of humor. This is a turtle race, okay? Watch what happens when the turtles race. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Are you kidding me? Bro! Ooh, bang! So you do a turtle race and it plays hard rock like death metal the entire time. It's so good, and you get winnings too. That is masterful. Now maybe you're not convinced yet. Adrian, there's still nothing to play. I'm going to show you how this game deals with options that maybe you're not aware of and the circumstances you're dealt in the very beginning. So this game is like a 2-hour spoiler. This is the first 2 hours of the game or so at an Adrian pace, which means it's the first 5 minutes. Check this out. There's a soldier with a red dot, which means I haven't spoken to them yet, right? Let's talk to him. That's funny right there. This mission is total suicide. We're supposed to break through the enemy lines as a vanguard. I'm scared, Glenn. What if I'm outnumbered on the battlefield? Would I be a coward to run away? Hey, it's choice time. I would run away, to be honest. Maybe you can take down 1 or 2. All right, let's be brave. Maybe you can take down 1 or 2. Oh dear, I hope I can find the courage to do so. Me too, pimp. Good luck. And then later on, during that level, spoilers. Uh-oh. Hey, man, what's going on? Glenn, don't talk. His wounds look bad. After I was hurled from the stern, I found myself in between the enemy lines. Is that my fault? As you said, I tried not to flee and tried to defeat as many of them as possible. Hee hee. At least I'm not dying a coward's death. Hee hee. He's gone. That's... Now, let's try this again, okay? Same thing, right? We know what the options are. What if you just choose I would run away, to be honest, instead? You would? I hope I never get into that situation. Okay. Take 2. Is my boy standing upright? Does he look okay and in hearty health? What? Glenn, Killian, you're both alive. You seem fine as well. Yeah, after I was hurled from the Sternenrit, I found myself in between the enemy lines. What? I followed your advice and fled from the enemy. Thanks to that, I'm alive. Once I've regained my composure, I will join you again. Here, take this with you. Angel wings, sweets, and 2 snacks. Now, what does that mean for you? Angel wings is the game's Phoenix Down, the revive. Sweets are the game's TP refillers. Think of them as ethers. And then 2 snacks, which are basically potions. So because you told that dude, hey, you know, man, I would duck and run and hide if I were you, this is what you get. That's, oh, dang, there's nothing to play, but there is. Now, a lot of times games will try to trick you because they'll give you this option one time or twice and go, all right, see, our game has options. And you're like, all right, sweet game. But it's not truthful because sometimes the game doesn't keep doing it. What if I keep doing it? What if we can do it again? This is Dynamite Dude, not a real name. Look at these babies, Glenn. Aren't they great? Is that Dynamite? I've been saving it for a mission like this. Aren't they dangerous? It's dangerous only for the enemy. I know this stuff. It'll be fine. Keep in mind, this is the first part of the game. You have the typical wake up in bed moment, and then you're on this ship, and within 10 minutes, you're talking to these people, making decisions. Now, if you don't play a lot of RPGs, maybe you think you're just kind of choosing text, right? But this right here, if you played a few RPGs, you think this might come back to bite me or help me later on. Maybe it doesn't. A lot of games don't do it any longer. But right away, the game is saying make a choice. I think you might hit our own men. You're probably right. I'm no expert. I think you might hit our own men. All right, forget it. I'll leave it here. So Dynamite Dude's all sad because he's not taking the dynamite with him, right? Later on, you're fighting this. Surprise, by the way, spoilers. Okay, cool. There's the full battle right there. There's me cooking as one does. I'm so good at video games. Nice job, Adrian. We clap for that. Thank you. There's the winning blow. And that's the battle. Okay. That's the battle. Now let's run that back. Okay. Same things. Let's get it moving. Hey, you're probably right. I'm no expert. Sure, don't worry. It'll come in handy. Okay. A different route this time. Now what happens during this battle? Interruption? Wait a minute. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Hey, scumbag, try this dynamite. That's the man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What are you doing there? It's not detonating. Maybe we can give it a smack. Did you see that? That was 200 free damage right there from the dynamite. Just because you made a different decision, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Is options, options, and options. That makes me so happy. And hey, I also like when dialogue changes when you speak to certain characters. This is a little fair happening in the town. See the guy with the peace sign right there doing that? That's actually Scissors in RPS. Rock, paper, scissors. That's the ultimate dueling champion. Which is why they're dressed in that ridiculous costume. Again, adding to the game's humor. If you're the RPS champion, would you not dress up as Scissors? And if you can win 3 times in a row, they give you a lot of chips, which you kind of need for great prizes. But the townsfolk will actually give you clues about how to run this person. Run their pockets, right? So there you go. If you beat RPS person and then come back to them later on and talk to them, they ask the same question. Hey, you care for a round of rock, paper, scissors? If you can win 3 times in a row, I'll give you a lot of chips. But then, oh, it's you again. I'm not in the mood for any more today. Sorry. That's memory right there. That's so good. That's so funny. Now, this is one of the last things I want to show you. One of the two last things is a listening exercise. If you allow me to remark, I cannot do all this. I imagine these diplomatic talks must be exhausting. You get used to it. Such events only serve the purpose to present oneself and make a good impression. Don't try to argue and just repeat what they say and all is well. That's easy for you to say. She. Should I show you how to behave in such circles? I'm most curious. Yes, vodka, paper, scissors. Vodka beats everything. Well, except scissors. But right here, like, look. What you do then to show your assistant that talking with people is easy is you talk to all these people around the room. Now, this is just learning more about the people who are here. No big deal, right? Like right here, you learn that the princess is excited to see so many new people. Okay. And then you hear people right here kind of talking in the background, talking about the princess being able to wield magic. You're eavesdropping. I didn't even talk to them. I didn't press the A button next to them. I'm listening to them. Do you think she made a pact? The princess doesn't like to talk about it, aka using magic. Okay, so you talk to more cats right here. Then later on, the princess arrives. I think I haven't officially introduced you to Her Royal Highness Princess Amalia. Good day, sir. And check that out. Immediately, the game was like, were you paying attention? I heard you're well-versed in magic. The princess doesn't like to talk about that. You look wonderful in that dress. I mean, I don't know, I guess. Or isn't it exciting to see so many new faces? Remember earlier? When that was one of the options? So the game rewards you for paying attention. This one right here is about a High Inquisitor. So as you're doing this entire ballroom sequence, if you have been paying attention, because these are scripted sequences, after you come back to your assistant, they all start approaching you and just saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. And it's a test. Were you paying attention? And then after all this, Heinlein says, oh, Sir Victor, it was interesting to see how you conducted yourself around the guests at this banquet. And you get a life thread as a reward. That's so Final Fantasy VII. Just like when you're doing the parade, depending on how well you do in the parade, you get a reward afterwards. This, depending on how well you do, I'm not going to lie, I first tried it because I was paying attention. So I don't even know what you get for second or third place because I didn't get second or third place. But the life thread is an item and accessory. Oh, you are so right. You're so good at video game watching. What does life thread do? If I remember correctly, it is an item that does something with crit rate. It either raises the frequency of crit rate or the damage of it or the potential of it, things like that. You get a character later on who deals with a lot of crit rate stuff. So you can expand upon her crit rate build with just that right there. This, to me, is amazing gameplay. And then the game just has a little bit of darkness to it. I'm going to show you one last clip to give you an idea of what the game is dealing with. You see that? Long live foreign sport. If you do not want to end up like your buddy, you better spit out what you're up to. Bro, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Do you hear the echo, the reverberation of that backhand? Pimp hand strong. Stop it, Rob. This is unnecessary. Wait for it. Their lives are unnecessary. There it is. Stop it, Rob. This is unnecessary. Their lives are unnecessary. Rob's house. Whose house? Rob's house. And you're right, I don't see second place ever. screenshot it and everything. Holds a knife to their throat. Make it quick. I'm not taking orders from the likes of you. And stabs them in the kneecap. Curses. The way you treat prisoners, one could mistake you for a nobleman. Tell me, what is your plan? Anyway, I wanted to show you that clip from Chained Echoes, which is a video game that you all like. Chained Echoes is a part of the segment right here for Aw Dang, There's Nothing to Play, but there is, right? So, aw dang, there's nothing to play, but there soon will be. Or there almost is, or there is. And that's what this show is about. Showing you games that you can play right now, maybe you didn't know you could play right now, and all you gotta do is keep an eye out for them, really. And Chained Echoes, if you got nothing else to play right now, you don't want to play Zelda, I get it. You're not big into Street Fighter 6, I get it. You're not looking forward to Final Fantasy 16, I get it. You can play Chained Echoes. But the last part of this segment right now, the very last segment, which will be on every episode of ADTNTP, is sometimes we forget about games that are coming out. You know, we're like, oh yeah, LOL, right. I forgot that game's supposed to come out sometime in the future. What's the update on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is like a forget me now, don't forget me now segment of the sequence where we talk about a game that maybe you forgot about, but it's still coming out. So pay attention. I didn't forget. Yes, sir. I know. I didn't forget. Made of glass and pain. You must skate. Skate through the underworld. It looks so good! Oh my gosh, Slow Motion Explosives by Sam Ng, Skate Story. Don't you forget about me. And Friendo Nintendo, I did not. Don't forget about video games. Skate Story is still coming out. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait to dive into that. Folks, this is just an opportunity to break down everything to you. All right? There's always something to play. But until that time comes, that's the end of the show. I want to thank all of you for being here, watching the show, all the chatters, all the resubs, people who rated in here. You are part of history. You are part of the very first episode of ADTNTP. Now, of course, if you want to, you can find your boy Adrian on different locations. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok, all as Adrian. You can also go to my YouTube page if you want to, and my YouTube has 2 different destinations. So I have one YouTube, which are my VoDs, so all the things that I stream can be found on there. You can just watch them if you want to on Chromecast or wherever you want to go. And there's OK Per View, which is all my original content, like this show right here. As a reminder, episode 4 of Wax and Wax is coming up. I run 3 shows on my original content channel. The following contest, a wrestling show, now ADTNTP, a game preview show, and Wax on Wax, a show with other creators about their vinyl music collection. So all you gotta do is check out that YouTube channel for all the original content. As a reminder, your boy's available to host and interview at your leisure. So hire your boy. Go through my agency, CSA. I don't work for free. You shouldn't either. But I want to say thank you to everyone being here. This has been, I can't even put into words how much this means to me. Thank you all for being here. Episode 2 will be in 2 weeks, and it'll be the same thing, talking about video games that are coming out or should be out. But remember, aw dang, there's nothing to play, but there probably is, or there soon will be, or there currently is, or there might be. No matter what it is, look forward to it, and keep in mind, play your backlog, and start a brand new backlog. That's the end of the show. Thank you for watching into ADTNTP. I'm your host, Adrian. I'll see you next time, all right? Be easy. Goodbye. Thank you. Good night.